you know that malaria is one of the most deadliest diseases in the world? That is why millions of people get infected every year from this disease. The most dangerous parasite it's called Plasmodium falciparum. It is responsible for over 90% of malaria deaths, especially in Africa. There is also another one that is called Plasmodium vivax. It's widespread globally, but this specific one causes fewer deaths. So this story looks at where malaria actually came from. How did we get this disease? Why is it that this disease is 99% affecting Africans? How it adapted to humans? Why is it that the fight to end this particular disease is very tough until 2026? So according to history, malaria did not start with humans. It began with primates millions of years ago. So the parasite that became P. falciparum, it jumps from gorillas to humans between 5,000 and 50,000 years ago. And these late jumps explain why the P. fal is so aggressive and deadly today. P. vivax is so much older, dating back more than 45,000 years ago. It spread across the world as humans migrate. The ancient evidence of malaria has been found in Egyptian mummies as far back as 2300 BC. So let's try to understand how this disease moved from one person to another. The mosquito starts the cycle by feeding on infected blood that contain gametocytes. So the parasite will start to fertilize. They form something they call ergot and develop into thousands of sporocytes. So this will actually move to the mosquito's saliva glands, ready to infect the next human. Inside the human being, the mosquito bites, the sporocytes will enter the bloodstream and then enter directly straight to your liver. So they will start to multiply silently. So they will burst out as merozoites and also attack the red blood cells. So this constant evasion and bursting cause fever. That's why you're feeling fever whenever you have malaria. You get fever, chills, and then also your body become weakened. Also several illnesses will start to attack your body. Some of the parasites, they will turn into sexual forms. They will also wait for a new mosquito to come and bite you and then carry them to another person. Let's talk about human genetic adaptation. So do you know that malaria changed human DNA over thousands of years ago? So the reason why 99% of this sickness is affecting African is because African has the highest number of genetic defenses, because malaria has also been a very strong disease over there. It's very common in Africa. It blocks the P. vivax from entering the red blood cells, but new strains of P. vivax are now learning to infect Duffy-negative people. The sickle cell trait, a single mutation that protects against it is very high in West Africa population. Classic example of survival adaptation. G6PD deficiencies, it makes the red blood cells very less friendly for the parasite. Common in Africa, also give partial protection against the severe malaria. However, when combined between sickle cell traits, protection does not increase. Now let's talk about the war against malaria. Early medicine they used to provide. So quinine was one of the earliest medicine they used to give to people who has malaria. It was taken from the cinchona tree. It was also the first real malaria treatment that was used for more than 400 years ago. Then came the scientists isolated in 1820 and it became the foundation of modern malaria drugs. The synthetic drugs, which is actually like the chloroquine and other early drugs, they started working early, but as time goes on, it actually fails because due to the resistance of the disease. So today they also have another medication they call the Artemisinin, excuse my pronunciation, I am not a medical person, based combination therapy. They are the best treatment today. They attack the parasite from different angles. They slow in the resistance, but the problem is the ACT are more expensive and they were also misused, cause faster resistance. So now they implement another new strategy which they call the TACTS. So the triple drug combination are now being used in Asia to slow the spread of resistant parasites. So they are one of the longest options before any new drug was also developed. So now you know how this trouble came into effect. This disease is one of the most deadliest diseases in the world, so you have to be very, very careful. And please let me know in the comment section if you have anything that you want me also to do research on. Just a disclaimer, this particular video is all based on research. I am not a practitioner or I am not a medical person at all. Thank you, and I'll definitely see you in another video. Peace.